Kilometers from seeing Dean Leban for the final time today. David Moncoutier made his move on leaving the town towards the top of the Col de Cordoba. These boys don't look quite so fluid anymore now. They're beginning to think who's going to make the effort. And once they start discussing that, the usual answer is nobody does. 30 seconds, still the gap. Now it's back to 9 minutes to the peloton. So they're going slowly but surely into the distance.
Well, it makes you think even more how crazy that move was by Robbie McEwen, asking the team to go forward and ask those guys to ride for almost 60 kilometers on the front of the main field, when if he'd had a good look at the race profile, he probably could have figured out that Stuart O'Grady would have a hard time on the slopes of that second category col. This is the final climb of the day. Once he goes over the summit of this climb at the Col de l'Orme, actually they're telling us it's 9.5 kilometers to go. Move now by Angel Vicioso. Good move by this man from Liberty Seguros. Axel Merckx is the man taking up the pacemaking behind. Merckx there, covered by Sandy Cassar, covered by Juan Manuel Garate, the champion of Spain, and then Patrice Algon. Well, I'm surprised at that move there coming from Vicioso, because if it had all come back together, he would certainly be my favourite for the win in the sprint.
Well, you know, Paulie's been doing a lot of gesticulating, is giving us the impression he might be feeling the pace. He is tired now anyway. But he made the move, maybe just to try to get them going, because he sensed now the gap is back to 40 seconds.
He's got 500 meters to go to the summit of this climb, and then it goes down all the way to Digne-les-Bains, and it should, over that distance, take him around about 12 minutes. Merckx now wants to have a go. He wants to get off the front. Matched very admirably there by Sandy Cassar, who's actually been pretty good over the last couple of kilometers. And, of course, Angel Vicioso getting up there. Look at Merckx. He's going. He's actually opening up the gap.
Well, this is a huge effort by Merckx, and it's not to get second place over the hill. And you know, the big surprise of the day could be Angel Vicioso, the rider there who can sprint, is now nailing every attack down. He's gone over there in third place. Algan is in fourth. Pelazzotti has gone fifth. There is the kite at 1 kilometre to go. Look at these people here. They all know, of course, who he is, because they've been watching him on the big screen. And they went completely silent when they thought the group was coming back. They're not coming back now. Enjoy the moment.
That is the first time, Phil, over the last 10 kilometres I've seen him look back over his shoulder, and the reason for that was he just wanted confirmation. The race directors just told him he's got a 32-second advantage. He isn't going to enjoy this until the last 300 or 400 metres, because he wants to make sure there's no silly comebacks. Well, David, I can tell you this, there won't be today.
32 kilometres or 20 miles he has led today's stage of the Tour de France, and in the next 100 metres or so he will just start to celebrate. Time for this man is of no consequence. Today it's all about winning a stage in the Tour de France, and you choose the day the French love most, July the 14th. The only other day of the year they close the Champs-Élysées is for the arrival of the Tour de France, and he'll be there in Paris on the 24th as well. David Moncoutier from Figeac last year to here in Digne-les-Bains this time around. That was a superb ride.
I don't think he can believe it, Phil. That is joy on his face. He really wanted this. It was a risk to go out with 32 kilometres to go to the finish, and that's what pays at the end of a day like this. These guys have lost out completely. Axel Merckx over there on the left-hand side, Vicioso at the back of this group. He will probably be the man to lead them home, although I can't see the dark tracks there tucked in.
Probably more than 10 minutes for the overall. Cassar is going to try and make this a French 1-2 as he comes over on the right of our picture here. Vicioso has dived after his wheel now. Vicioso is going to wait, and he's going to come by and I think take it on the line. It was very, very close. It might have been Cassar second, Vicioso third. So a win for David Moncoutier today, as the peloton is going to come home in about 10 minutes time.
Well, there's the winner of the stage, and what a great day for France, what a great day for Cofidis, and of course a fabulous day for David Moncoutier. This is the group of the sprinters, and I tell you what, we're going to have a violent sprint here as well, because Thor Hushovd wants to make sure that he crosses the line ahead of Stuart O'Grady. The man who might spoil the party there is number 24, Giovanni Lombardi. But just taking a quick look down the overall classification, with that ride here this afternoon, Phil, Sandy Cassar may well find himself moving right up into the top 15 at the end of the day.
That's what I figure, Paul, but of course he'll probably slip back again in the next couple of days when we go into the Pyrenees, and this is why he never concerned Lance Armstrong.
He's looking under his back wheel there to see what the position is of Stuart O'Grady, but being a great track sprinter, I'm pretty sure he will start to pick up the pace around about now, with O'Grady in second, Hushovd in third.
Well, O'Grady is going to have to lead out the man in green, Thor Hushovd. Normally Hushovd these days is the quicker one, who is the most tired. As Gino Lombardi goes for the line, O'Grady now kicks and grits his teeth, moves over on the outside. Hushovd stuck right into his slipstream. This is going to be a matter of honour for Stuart O'Grady, but here comes Thor Hushovd. Hushovd on his wheel now. It's going to be touch and go, and Hushovd takes it. Hushovd gets the advantage over Stuart O'Grady. De Vietem and Lotto have got the control of the peloton, but have they got the control of the sprinters who are waiting to go now? McEwen just off to our right with the yellow helmet on, fourth wheel. He's looking for the move. You better watch it. It's coming on the other side of the road. McEwen is going to have to stretch his legs here. He's going to have to go on the narrow road, I think, as the sprint starts for the line now. He's trying to be given the lead out. He's leaving it a little bit later, is he? He's in fourth wheel here, and he's being tried, and now he comes on the left. There's nobody in this race can beat McEwen. That was nearly a nasty switch, but there we are. McEwen takes, I think Foster got second.
Ouais, on ne pouvait pas rêver mieux. C'est vrai qu'après des Alpes difficiles pour ma part, je voulais vraiment me rattraper. Et c'est vrai que cette victoire, je suis allé chercher au courage. Je me suis donné comme rarement dans une course. Ouais.
Congratulations on a great ride today. Were you disappointed that you didn't receive any support from those in front with you?
No, I think somewhere it's normal that when you have somebody that doesn't work the first part of the breakaway, that he has to do most of the work at the end, because, you know, I was probably the freshest one, and I had instructions from the team for not riding, so there's nothing I could do. I had to only ride when O'Grady and Hushovd was dropped.
Mission accomplished. Had Monquiccio in the front. You know, he was pretty motivated this morning, and you know, I knew it was going to be a hard day. The objective was to win the stage, and any points along the way would be a bonus, and it's worked perfect.
What was your reaction when you heard Tom Boonen wasn't racing today?
Oh, obviously, sorry for Tom. It's, you know, it's never good to abandon Tour de France, and especially when you got the green jersey. Must be very hard for him. No one pulls out, you know, for no reason, so it must be pretty bad.
Oh, I know that everything's still possible in the Tour. I mean, look at today. A guy could hardly follow the Gruppetto. Hushovd has now gone in a breakaway today. Grady was there too, and they made some pretty good points. But I'll see how much it affects them in the next few days, because even in the bunch it was a tough day out there. But I'll just take it day to day. I'll just try and win another stage, just surviving each day. I mean, after the Alps, that was a hard stage, and it's really hot. Just glad today's over.
So a brilliant finish to a brilliant day here on this 14th of July at the Tour de France Bastille Day. David Moncoutier waving the flag for the host nation. It really was a double celebration, with Sandy Cazard leading home the main group ahead of Angel Vicioso and Patrice Agland. The chase for green has really intensified. Thor Hushovd becomes the first Norwegian in Tour history to lead the classification. Stuart O'Grady and Robbie McEwen are in contention now in what is becoming a very interesting competition. No change in the general classification. The big guns had a day off today, and no rider lost or gained any time on the yellow jersey of Lance Armstrong. So a day to remember for the French. Tomorrow, stage 13. It's a flat stage. The Tour will follow a course straight down to Montpellier in the Mediterranean. Don't forget our website. It's sbs.com.au/TDF for all the latest in the Tour de France. And of course, our live coverage of stage 13 continues tonight. Please check your local guide. This is Mike Tomalaris, hoping you'll join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the Highlights program. We'll see you then.